Lads, welcome back to the channel for yet another video, and it is episode 4 I think of the League 2 sort of predicts ahead of the new season, going through every single team, where I think they will finish, who I think their key player is, reflecting off last season as well. I think that's important to obviously compare last season going into this season, try and get a guest on for every team. And then just give my overall thoughts, and also asking the fans what they think via a fan poll as well. So we use a fan poll, like I said, on the Facebook group. See what the fans of those teams think and how they think the season will fare, basically. Day 4, episode 4, and it is Carlisle United today. A decent little team, Carlisle, obviously been stuck in League 2 for a few years now after their relegation from League 1. I can't remember when they got relegated, but we have got a guest on for Carlisle, so I'll go through my points first of all, and then we'll get our guest Chris on to discuss Carlisle in a brief little clip. So going off last season then, Carlisle United, ups and downs last season with Carlisle United. It was promising at times, it was absolutely deflating at times. There was talks of potentially relegation. Paul Simpson comes in and he absolutely revitalises that Carlisle team. I think it just needed something to go right in that Carlisle team. It needed something, and you know, the guest I'm getting on, Chris, said about what that something may be, new signings, and in fact it was Paul Simpson, a Carlisle legend, comes in, completely rips it apart and says, look, this is my philosophy, this is what I want to bring to Carlisle United to help us push on, because obviously he's a massive Carlisle fan, as well as a legend at the club. So in the end, Carlisle did obviously avoid the drop. They finished 20th in the Sky Bet League 2 season, Sky Bet League 2 table, sitting on 53 points. And in fact, they were only 8 points off the top 12, so only 8 points off the top half, which for a season at times looked absolutely dreadful. You know, to end it 8 points off the top half is a massive season from Carlisle, and not just that, it gives them that bouncing block to go on to next season. They've got some very good players they've brought in this window. Ryan Edmondson, Sonny Hilton, they've brought in Thomas Holy as well. The transfer business Carlisle are doing is special, I'll tell you that. I'm not too sure what Chris will say in his clip, but he may touch on that a little bit. Last season's top goal scorer then was Omari Patrick with 9 goals. I believe he joined in January. If not, he did start the season. But if he did join in January, that's still a good goal return. 9 goals from January to May is very good in League 2. Very quick striker, Omari Patrick. Quick, direct, will run at the players, and definitely a massive threat for any opposing defender coming up against Carlisle this season. Definitely someone that me as a Newport fan will be looking out for when we play Carlisle. For sure, so 9 goals for him is absolutely incredible. Moving on to their key player for next season, it's the same man as their top goal scorer last season, Omari Patrick. He's just a horrible defender to defend against. He's physical, he's quick, he runs off the last defender and just causes absolute manic for the defenders. And not just that, he's so tall and physical but quick at the same time. So he can run off you with his pace. He can, you know, give you a shoulder badge. He's a horrible striker to play against. And I think next season, look, 9 goals last season is not bad. Obviously, you know, it's not amazing. I think we could be seeing potentially 15 to 20 league goals from Omari Patrick next season. Potentially a Carlisle side that may go up. I think that's a little bit out of the realms of possibility. But potentially they could be a team that, you know, sort of dark horses, basically, is the word. I can't remember where I'm going to put them in my prediction, but definitely not promotion or playoffs for Carlisle this season anyway. I think it's just about making progress every season. Before we do get Chris on then for his thoughts about Carlisle going into next season, I did a poll on the Carlisle Facebook group, 134 votes on that poll. So if you're watching this right now and you did vote on that poll, then let me know in the live chat as this is premiered, or in the actual comments of the video, your sort of thoughts, and did you go for the same sort of section on the poll as the majority. So 133 votes. We'll start from the bottom. 2% of that said that Carlisle would get relegated out of League 2. 4% said that they would finish inside the bottom half, so 13th to 22nd, sorry. 50% of the vote said they will get into the top half, which is very, very attainable. 37% saying the playoffs and 7% saying automatic promotion. Look, I look at that and I just look at it and different sort of parts. I look at the relegation, 2%. I totally and utterly rule out relegation. 4% for the bottom half. I think that's a bit dangerous. I think Carlisle could finish like 13th, 14th, something like that. So only 4% for that. 50%, large bulk of it going for the top half. 37% of people going for the playoffs. So there is quite a majority, well not majority, but there's quite a few Carlisle fans out of the vote that have actually said they can reach the playoffs, which, you know, that's an attainable sort of prediction potentially, and then 7% saying they will finish inside the top 3. I would probably sway towards top to bottom half, somewhere like 13th, 14th. I'm not too sure exactly what I'll go with yet. I'm going to hand you over to Chris to give his thoughts on Carlisle United ahead of the season, and then I will join you after Chris's thoughts to wrap up the video.
Hi guys, hope you're well. Carlisle United fan Chris Wells here, and I'm here to give my key player and my prediction for forwards this season. Starting off with key player, we've got a lot of key players to be fair, but the main key player to look out for is Amari Patrick, who has the potential to get a lot of goals this season. If once he has a full season under his belt, and he's getting better and better every year, in my opinion. So Amari Patrick, the key player to look out for, he's on quite fear into the rest of the defences, in my opinion. As for my prediction for the team, I just want progress from that season. That season was an absolute travesty and workhorse of a season where we went through 3 managers. It's a post-season rebuild project going on, starting right now in his first full season. 3 years, a 3-year post-season rebuild project. For me, I'm going to predict us to finish 12th this season. I think that is a progressive season, and I want a top half finish this season, and that's where I'm going to predict us to finish. So they're my thoughts on Carlisle United. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments, in Mike Green's comments, if you have any thoughts on Carlisle United. And all I hope for is just a better season from us and a progressive season. It's a rebuild. It's not going to be quick fix, but it's going to take time. But Paul Simpson has our backing as Carlisle United fans, as he is our local hero. And our local legend as well. So they're my thoughts on Carlisle United. Massive appreciation to Mike Green for getting me on. Legend as always, and take care. And up the Cumbrians. Come on the Cumbrians.
Chris for getting on the video. I do absolutely appreciate your input on Carlisle. Obviously, he knows a lot more about Carlisle United than me. I know a lot, but you know, he knows a lot more, if that makes sense. So massive thanks to Chris for coming on. I think Carlisle fans are excited for next season. I think they're intrigued to see where Carlisle can go and see where Paul Simpson can take Carlisle. Like I said, the signings, Ryan Edmondson, Sonny Hilton, Thomas Holy. There's 3 very good signings there before they even start. Players from last season who got a big season. Amari Patrick. You've got Christian Dennis as well. So there's a lot of players that have a massive season ahead of them. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop it a like. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Comment your thoughts down below. Carlisle fans, non-Carlisle fans. Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you agree with Chris's thoughts and stuff like that? And I'll see you in the next one for tomorrow's episode where we have Colchester United. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay well and stay safe. Up the county, even though this is a Carlisle. Don't know why I've said that. Up the Cumbrians.